Look at that. A beautiful blast of Dominican cigar smoke. Cigar, legal, good for you. Anyway, I can't thank you enough for joining me on this occasion. Two Hands in the Face audio. We are fulfilling our mission, self-appointed, of bringing interesting musical product to light for you, the consuming audience, considering you're there, and I truly hope you are. Anyway, on this occasion, we're having a good look at the Morley Bad Horsie Wah pedal. So I gotta tell you, Morley is not only my favorite musical product company, I think they're my favorite company, period, on earth. And it's because of a combination of a lot of things. Number one, the customer service aspect. That company is comprised of people who genuinely care about their customers. There's no need to go into any long spiel about it, but I've done a lot of business with them over the years. I've had opportunity to interact with their staff on a customer service basis. They are truly the best of the best. They do a wonderful job taking care of their customers, and it's probably easier for them than most because they build a superior product. There's no two ways about it. The build quality is fantastic. I honestly can stand on one of these with all 203 lovable pounds of myself and cause no damage whatsoever to the device. Now, I'm not encouraging you to do that. Sometimes you do silly things at a gig just to entertain your audience. But the truth is, the build quality is fantastic. So what that translates to in practical and reasonable use at a gig is many, many years of enduring toughness. So I've had this one for quite a few years. I've got other Morley products that I've had for 40 years, literally. They are tough as nails, but the robustness of the housing and the build quality is not even the tallest candle on the cake. They are excellent sounding devices. They have got all of their devices tweaked to a T. Now, on this particular occasion, we're looking at one of their wah pedals, the Bad Horsie. The Bad Horsie, of course, was a circuit design inspired by the needs of the great Steve Vai. He's amazing. What can I say about him? Somebody I really look up to as a musician, great guitar player. But that said, he is where the circuit design came from. He wanted something that went way beyond the top of the normal frequency spectrum of most of the other wah pedals that were out on the market. So, instead of having a wah-wah sound, it almost goes in its normal mode to a wah sound. It really climbs the frequency spectrum to a very tall upper terminus, and I'll demonstrate that. So here's our chord du jour. And when we push the pedal all the way up, we get a really tall. Hear how high up that goes? Way up there, man. And it's a great pedal to have that kind of a range on it because you don't have to use the full extent of the range. You can go halfway up and get more of a traditional wah. Or you can really climb that frequency spectrum and get a really tall wah, ah kind of a sound. Now, the beautiful thing about this particular model, and these are the later model Bad Horsies we're talking about. Bad Horsie's been around a long time. My first one was purchased in the mid-90s and gigged to death. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still works. It's still a beautiful sounding pedal. But at some point I got interested in the newer features on the newer versions of the Bad Horsie. And this one features what is called a contour mode. So during a gig, I usually enjoy switching from the regular wah mode to the contour wah mode. I'll have the contour wah mode set at around half or 1 o'clock, and it gives me more of a traditional wah sound. Now, when I switch back over to the regular mode, I get that much, much taller sweep. It goes from the lower part of the frequency spectrum to a really high. Get really up there. There's the high end in the regular mode. There's the high end in the contour mode. You can hear a distinct and sharp difference between the two. And the real beauty of this thing is when you kick it into your distortion mode, and man, does it give you some nasty, nasty sound in this mode. So that's in the regular mode. In the contour mode, set for a shorter climb up the frequency ladder. Regular, contour. Distinctly different, very, very usable. And again, the contour setting has an adjustment that allows you to really fine-tune in that top end. You can get way, way higher up the scale or way, way lower down the scale with the contour control. And along with that, you've got a history of incredible quality devices that sound beautiful, that are built like tanks, and a customer service department, probably 2 guys. It's not that big a company, but they are equaled by none. I've said it earlier in this video, I'll say it again. This is not just my favorite musical gear company. This is my favorite company ever, man. These guys really know how to treat a customer. And they really appreciate the business that they get. And they answer that call by continuing to build innovative devices, solid, durable devices that have a wonderful sound to them. I can't say enough good things about the Morley Company. So, that said, I hope that you will go to your store and try your Morley pedal. I hope that you will buy one. There's many more models than just the Bad Horsie. There's a lot of wah pedals out there. They build volume pedals. They build rotary style pedals. Morley Company does a great many different things. Sonically speaking, they are a mixed bag. But everything you're going to try is going to sound wonderful. It's going to represent its category beautifully. And I hope that you will come back and visit us again for more product review. If you like what you saw and heard, please hit subscribe. We'd love to know that you're there and that you're enjoying these goofy videos. And I hope you have a fine cigar and a nice sip of bourbon and a great evening, and play some guitar, man. Do it.